In Holly Springs, Mississippi, folks there aren't taking any racist mess, and now a viral video is showing exactly what went down when a drunk white man rolled up and brought the wrong injury to the wrong spot. The video now making the rounds on social media shows the white man getting beaten, stripped, butt naked, and robbed outside CJs Lounge, a well-known black club in town. Here's how the local affiliate Fox 13 reported this story.
Video surfaces of a man police say might have been a victim of a hate crime. This happened after officers say an intoxicated man walked into a Marshall County club and used the N-word when referring to the patrons.
Investigators say that the bar is also a problem spot. They say that they respond to it several times every weekend.
Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson is live outside CJ's Lounge on Memphis Street in Holly Springs. So, Daniel, how is this man police are calling a victim?
Daryl and Darcy, good evening to you. Good evening to you at home. They say he didn't go to the hospital until today. He believes he may have a broken jaw. Meanwhile, CJ's Lounge is now closed. Police say that they were operating without a beer or a business license.
Holly Springs police say cell phone footage they provided to Fox 13 News shows a Tippah County man who has been stripped naked. They say the people who attacked him are seen pouring on him what investigators believe to be beer. Officers say seconds before, they hit, kicked, and stumped nearly every part of his body.
The guy walked in and he was very aggressive.
Miles Stone says he was at CJ's Lounge on Memphis Street late Saturday night into Sunday morning.
Other guys in the area was listening, trying to remain calm. We asked them, they asked for him to leave quietly.
But police say the man continued to call the patrons the N-word. Holly Springs police provided another video of the man outside the bar, speaking erratically, throwing what investigators believe to be gang signs.
When they was scuffling and stuff outside, he was still trying to fight. He still was saying the N-word, N-word. Man, F-U-Ns, F-U-Ns.
Officers say the attackers used poles and sticks to beat him.
So you don't think this is a problem spot?
I do not think. I think it's a positive spot.
But Holly Springs police disagree. The police chief estimates they've been to some 30 calls over the last 3 months CJ's has been open. They say there have been fights, guns found inside, and a man shot in the foot. The chief tells me they're pushing the district attorney to declare it a nuisance.
I'm not standing for anything like that. However, we have to live with our choices, and he made a choice by going into there aggressively, and he has to live with the choice he's made.
Back out live here in Marshall County. Again, you're taking a look at that letter that was placed on the door. We should mention that police tell us right now they have a person of interest who they would like to speak with. Meanwhile, if you were here, you have information, you're asked to call the Holly Springs Police Department. Well, what does the victim remember about what happened? I'm working on that part of the story for Fox 13 News at 6.
I'm just saying, Matt.
Thanks for letting me go first, Roland. Thanks for letting me go first. Because I just went to CJ's Lounge while this was playing on Facebook, and they have some footage up of him coming in, acting a fool. It's a lot of black people there. I don't know if that part of the surveillance footage cut out. It may not be there. I don't know. But it sounds to me like it might be a lot of not guilties. You know, I'm not going to advocate for violence ever, but I will say that a lot of times, as even prosecutors will say, you know, some people got what's coming to them, you know, and this sounds like a situation where he went looking for a problem, created a problem. They're going to try to make it a hate crime because obviously a very salient racial issue. But, you know, jokes aside, I mean, if you go into this club, you know, it's a primarily black club. You go in there, you're throwing around, you know, the most vitriolic racial epithet for black people, generally speaking. I mean, what do you expect is going to happen? And the CJ's Lounge is already mounting its defense, saying the police are not showing you what really happened. In that 20 seconds that I watched, he went in, started dancing. Nobody was bothering him. Didn't look like anybody was even surprised he was there. So I think it's really important to see what fully transpired, because what I anticipate is that we're going to learn that this person was either high or intoxicated, came into this place, started a problem. And, you know, I don't know if they're going to prosecute it, but I know that these kinds of situations are obviously pretty nuanced. And the way the news is reporting it is they want the clicks, right? They want people to be commenting on something that's in the national zeitgeist now because it's gone viral. But it looks like it may not be what is being reported on the media. And until we know more facts, we can't really know what happened. But I don't know, especially if he didn't go seek medical care the same day. He went a few days later. It could be because he was drunk or high or whatever. And when he came to, he wanted to try to cover his bases. But he really went in there and effed around and found out. That's what it looks like to me.
So just keep my microphone up. Matt talked about the CJs Lounge on video. So this is what, go to my iPad. This is what they posted on Facebook. You see the guy, he in there, you know, he's sitting there. He hugged the brother at the door, and he's sitting here. I don't know if he thinks he's stepping or what he thinks he's doing. But I'm just saying, keep y'all, we're going to talk over the video, but I'm just saying, Raven, I mean, you know, Raven, you might be half Jewish, half black, but if you walked into a Jewish spot and you start throwing around the K word, they might not whoop your ass, but you ain't gonna be welcome. You walk into a black spot, there's a white man throwing around the N-word. Hashtag team whip that ass is about to show up with the quickness.
Absolutely. I mean, just to reiterate what you're saying, Roland, what Matt said, if you don't want no issues, don't start no issues, right? I mean, similarly to Matt, I think I'm a fundamentally nonviolent person, and I do not think all violence is equal. And by that, I mean, you know, the violence of our ancestors who were enslaved, rebelling during the Nat Turner's rebellion against their enslavers is very different than the violence of the white enslavers denying their humanity in the first place. Not all violences exist on the same moral or immoral plane and spectrum. And so, you know, I'm not an anarchist. I'm a nonviolent person. I don't relish this, but I'm also thinking that people need to move the way they need to treat others the way they want to be treated. How about that?
Mustafa, I think about that scene from the movie Double Take when my man Orlando Jones said to Eddie Griffin, you campaigning for an ass whipping and you about to get elected.
Without a doubt. I mean, so we talked about this before. You know, white privilege makes people sometimes think that they got superpowers, right? That you could just go into spots and that you're going to be able to do things that you saw on TV.
Did Mustafa freeze on us? I think Mustafa froze on us. But his point is, pull that shit on TV, that's fiction. Mm-hmm. Do that in real life, your ass gonna get beat in real life. Just letting y'all know. So I'm just saying, my man, he walked up to the wrong spot. You see they sitting there talking to him. You see he's talking to some other brother right there. And you can see them hand movements. And you see, you see that. See, we can't even hear, but you see that neck movement and the brother looking at him like, dog, really? You see the one brother on the left trying to put his arm like, say, dog, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, player. You don't want to do that. I'm just telling you, see the brother on the left going, hey, man, get his ass out of here. And then you see how many people are filing out. They like, some shit is about to go down. Let me get my ass out of here because this white boy is about to get his ass whooped. Y'all can tell what's going on. They sitting here like, say, man, you might want to calm down, bro, because this ain't going to end too well for you. I mean, look, y'all see that they throwing the trash out. They know what's about to happen. What's about to go. He ain't putting his finger up. He ain't putting his finger up. So then he goes outside. And let's see here. That's the end of the video. He walked his ass back in. And right there is when, and then he pushed the brother. And that's when hashtag team whip that ass made an appearance. So, can't wait to see the full video. But I'm just saying, my advice to all white people. Don't roll into black spots yelling the N-word. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get a welcoming committee. Oh, matter of fact, you will get a committee, but it won't be a welcoming committee.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.